When you set out to orchestrate your first orchestral work, there's gonna be a lot of chops, a lot of things that you're gonna do wrong the first time, and you'll learn for the next time. One of the most common things I find is you're gonna think too much about the whole and not enough about the individual groups, or vice versa. You think too much about the strings and you don't think about the whole. So in this example we see on the screen, I have a dominant seventh chord in the woodwinds, and it sounds quite lovely. However, I also have a contradiction for my orchestration. So notice that the oboe 1, the D, is doubling the true bass, which is in the tuba and the trombones. So though this may not be the most offensive possible orchestration in the world, it's going to be a bit gruff, a bit muddy, and it's not going to have that clarity that we want in our orchestration. I talked about this in the line of demarcation video, but I cannot emphasize it enough, and more I think it is one of the pitfalls for beginner orchestrators. So remember in this video, I talked about the sensitive notes that we have to be careful about doubling. So you can see we have a ninth chord, we have the violin 1 is on that C, which is the true ninths. So because I've placed it and it's clear in my head, I can make sure when orchestrating the other notes, I do not place it anywhere close to that region so that I don't have some kind of gruffness or contradiction in the orchestration. So the overall solution is you need to focus on that section. So notice that I reorchestrate this and I have the clarinets and the French horns together, but I also have the larger context present. I have the tubas and trombones, so I can integrate them with the brass. If you want to get better orchestration, I suggest you be extremely sensitive about doubling the bass. There are times you can double the bass and higher registers, and it's not a problem. That's definitely the case many times with root position chords, very simple chords. Other times it's not going to work. Other times it kind of works, but it's just not excellent. So if you're going to double the bass, just make sure you verify in context.